Mallory Chaput, an artist whose art is designed to inspire future leaders to take up a career in water. Very exciting. It's when I first saw your art, and then actually Mary and I talked about it a little bit and what you're doing. I'm really very excited to have this conversation with you.
Yeah, me too. Yeah, I definitely been working hard the past couple weeks on more artwork. Actually, I was printing them off just to see how they look.
Oh,
I don't know if you can see them. Ooh, it's making them
you can
blurry.
see when you first put it up, but we'll say that's looks very nice. All right, and I've seen
There
some
you
of
go.
your other art. It's good. So based on that, if you would give me a little background on yourself, and then we'll talk about how you got into art for water. So let's a little background on yourself, if you would.
Well, I actually work for myself. I do landscaping. I absolutely love it. In fact, I got a couple jobs today to do. So I do that. I enjoy being outside. Like, I just love being outside. And I considered, being a treatment operator myself. However, there's just some things that prevent me from doing that. Part of them, having to do with autism, and some days I just have a really hard time just functioning, and other days I'm better at functioning. So it's easier for me to do stuff like freelance, such as landscaping. And so the artwork is just my way of expressing my passion for the water industry, and how important it is. And another thing about myself is I like to do different kinds of artwork. I was actually I did my first painting in 2019 of a dragon, and I thought it turned out really good, and it just kind of made me feel like I'm going to keep doing artwork, and I want to do artwork that's meaningful. So I ended up just moving over towards water. And before that I was doing fish, and so I was doing water anyways, but I was just doing a lot of fish-based themes and sea turtles and stuff like that. My husband lives with me, and I actually take care of him. I'm like a stay-at-home, and I clean the house, and I prepare dinners, and I take care of him. And he works at a water treatment plant. I actually introduced him to the job last year, and he just absolutely loves working there. It's such a meaningful job.
So what I've seen some of your artwork, you're showing some there, you're still doing it. What impact have you realized, or have you heard from other people that they have realized from your art?
People just I post it on Facebook, and it's free on Facebook. You can just take it. I actually send the high resolution image links as a comment underneath the pictures, and people can use those in their education programs and help children and other people. Like, I'm doing adult coloring pages for children. I got a couple ones for younger children, so I'm hoping to impact all age groups. I got a comic going. I was actually redesigning my comic to look a little more pop culture. And I've got a children's book that I'm working on. I actually wrote the whole story out. I still got to paint. I was actually going to paint it with paint. So I'm hoping to do that too. But I have so many projects going on right now. So I'm just doing one at a time, and I'm trying to put this one to completion, which is just basically the coloring pages with descriptions. But it helps. And making them available on Facebook. A lot of people use Facebook, and it's easier access that way. So I just post them in the group. And sometimes I'm, even without a Facebook account, I'm able to see the pictures. So that makes it easier access for anyone in the industry, teachers, parents, anybody who wants to use the pages.
So you're writing a children's book. What's the subject of the book?
I'm doing I'm just trying to remember. I'm doing the combined sewer. I'm talking about the combined sewer. Just trying to remember how it started. It was these two little characters that go through the sewer system, and explore it, and kind of reckless in a way, but it's just kind of a fun little story. And I try to warn, like, you're not supposed to do this. It's just two fictional characters that just like they go through a journey through the sewer system, and then they talk about the wastewater treatment plant, and then they go down the river, and then they go over to the water. I don't know if I want to make spoilers, but it's going to be a really colorful book, and it's going to draw in a lot of little kids.
What age group do you think?
Probably between like third grade.
Okay.
I kind of did third grade, but I'm guessing younger toddlers would like the book too, because it's going to be really colorful.
Mhm.
And there's some children's books that I used to like as like a little itty bitty like 3-year-old kid, and with all the colorful paintings and stuff, and that's kind of what I'm aiming for.
Mhm. So when you get done with a piece of art, let me go back up. So when you're beginning to draw or paint a piece of art, where do you get your inspiration? Where's the
Um,
idea come from?
Up there, it's a collection of things. I don't know, it's hard to explain that. My mind, having autism, my mind works in a weird way. It just comes. I don't know, like it just boom, there it is. I just think of things that I like in life, like waterfalls or birds or flowers or whatever, and I tie that into the water treatment theme, and water's so important. I just think it's important for our survival. Like we really depend on it, and when you have people like out there working in the industry, it's not just a job, it's more than a job, it's a passion.
Yes, that's absolutely true.
And people like they think, oh, they walk into the grocery store. Like, I'll give you an example. You work at a grocery store, in a way that's essential too, and it's like more than just a job. And water treatment is also that way. It's just extremely important. People just we need food, we need water.
Mhm, mhm.
So just the need and the importance of it, just that's why I do it, and it's meaningful.
Very meaningful. Sure, and many of the water operators, they even refer to them as themselves as healthcare workers because it's so important, obviously,
Yes.
so important to health.
Yes.
To have clean water and both for hygiene and for drinking. So you have a wonderful passion for this. So you've got a devotion here, and you're thinking about the next generation, encouraging or bringing in the next generation of potential leaders. Is that true?
Yes. Yeah. And that's where I'm focused on. When I was getting into it at the beginning, I didn't really have a plan. It was just go with the flow, whatever.
Mhm.
And I was doing commissions, painting commissions. As much as I love doing the paintings, like they're personal for different people, it's not as impactful as educational artwork, and that's where I'm focused on. Everything's educational artwork. I wish I had the time to do the paintings because I love doing them. But I need to help society. I want to help society with the paintings, and I want to that's my main goal. That's what's important to me. Otherwise, yeah, I mean, that's kind of where I ended up going. Like, I'd say that decision came probably like a month ago in my mind. I'm like, all right, after, like, I got a couple painting commissions to do. After I'm done with those painting commissions, it's all educational.
Hmm. So you've established a little bit of a relation with Global Waterworks. What are your thoughts on the Global Waterworks community and its value to water? What are your thoughts there?
I really like it. I'm still learning about it right now. I like the fact that it's community based. Everybody's like interacting with each other, and coming up with ideas and posting articles and conferences, and having like a network like that is really important, and coming together and sharing ideas with each other. Like, I like that idea, and fighting for different causes, and like I want to get involved in that more. And of course I got spend some more time doing that, researching like what it's all about, of course.
Mhm.
Currently, I've been so busy with the artwork that I haven't been paying attention a whole lot to the internet. But yeah, I think it's gonna really help, with the cause. And perhaps even bringing in other artists and other people into the network is probably really important too, you know, and elevating other artists. And I know an artist that does commissions, and you know, for her to do commissions for other people in the industry is like really important, you know, even just that is important. And posting them online and people seeing those, it's like, you know, it keeps elevating it, you know, and supporting each other. And I find that, you know, the community like that is really important to you know, branch everybody together.
So you've got the art going, you're writing a book. Where do you see this? And here you are, you know, right now, and young, fairly young person, as I can see you. Where do you see this all going for yourself? What do you see the
um
future of that, of this?
it's going to keep going and going and going forever until I can't do it anymore. In fact, that's what I was telling you earlier. I'm interested in health and fitness because I want to be healthy so that I can keep doing this as long as possible. And there's so many ideas I have in my mind. Like, I feel like there's no end to it. There's just absolutely no end. There's so many things I can just keep going doing. And the problem is time. You know, we're racing against time to get all these ideas out. And you know, sometimes it takes me a long time to do a coloring page. It takes me, I guess, like I was looking up online, it says the average is 10 hours. So I guess my pace is pretty normal, but it takes me like 10 hours to do a really good coloring page like the one I showed you. I wonder if I can get it to show up better. Let's see if I could try. There you go.
Yes.
It takes me like 10 hours to do something that detailed. That's like more of an adult coloring page right there. But yeah, I mean, I see myself doing this until I literally cannot.
That's great. Well, Mallory, you know, really, you know, appreciate what you're doing. We enjoy your artwork, and some of it has been posted into the community. Enjoyed this conversation, and we look forward to working with you more and more in the future.
Yeah, definitely. And thank you guys for inviting me into the community. I'm looking forward to all the projects and seeing like what's going on in the news and everything. So